Pretty much everything Jeff Gordon did on or off the racetrack and continues to do is with the utmost highest class. This is a true Hall of Famer, guys.
Absolutely. Well, it really is. I mean, when you think, I think about from the time he started, when I saw him first come into this sport, and to the end, it was just a total, I mean, just perfection. He got it figured out. First year I was a little bit iffy, but once he got on track, it was hard to stop him.
It was easy. It's easy for me to talk about Jeff. I'm a big Jeff Gordon fan. When he came in the Busch Grand National Series, he was driving for Bill Davis. I had my own team and raced against him for many, many races in the Busch Grand National Series to the Cup Series. So I've seen this young kid come in. I thought, is he really going to make it? But everything about him he did perfect. And he made his way, and obviously he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. He got 96% of the vote, and I'm definitely a big fan of Jeff Gordon to get in there because he has done so much for NASCAR and for the sport, and he'll be a great
And
Hall
he
of
continues.
Famer.
And he continues.
Yeah, he does.
And who was the 4%? Who was the 4%? Hey, Bobby, you're next. Bobby's next to go in there. It is time to check in with soon-to-be Hall of Famer Jeff Gordon, along with current Hall of Famer Darrell Waltrip, and, of course, Chris Myers.
John, thank you very much. Charlotte Motor Speedway getting ready for the Coca-Cola 600, the 59th running. It's quite a scene. There's nothing like being here, and congratulations. By the way, Hall of Fame, it was nice hearing them talk about you. I think even people who weren't Jeff Gordon fans early on became Jeff Gordon fans, and the highest percentage of vote going into the Hall, and you're a Hall of Famer. We all congratulate you, and I know you take special pride in going in with a certain class of people that you raced against.
I do. Well, of course, I get to work next to a Hall of Famer, raced against this Hall of Famer for many years. But I'm so proud and honored to be a part of this year's class especially. I mean, what NASCAR's done to elevate up the level of what the Hall of Fame means because of Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt and Bill France, Darrell Waltrip, so many greats. But this year in particular, to go into this class for 19, I mean, Jack Roush, Roger Penske, Davey Allison, Alan Kulwicki, they all touched my life in racing in some way.
It's so humbling when you hear your peers. When your peers point out the things that you brought to the sport, the things that you've accomplished, the things you've done. Because quite honestly, we work together every week, and he'll look at something and he said, I didn't know you did that. And I'll look at something, I didn't know you did that. And so this is when your peers really call you out for what a great job you've done in the sport. It's the sum of all the parts.
And to see people like Jack Roush and Roger Penske still out here, you rub elbows and get to see what they're doing now, what they have done for the sport. Tonight with our pre-race show coming up, a lot of fun things planned for that. What are you looking for tonight?
You know what? This is just such an amazing day of racing. And I look around here and the energy, the military presence, and what this race means for the history of racing, but also what it means to our country. This is always a very special moment to be right here before this race starts.
It's such a great opportunity to honor all the folks that have given us so much, given us our freedoms to be here tonight, to enjoy what we love to do. It's about freedom, faith, and hope, and these people have given that to all of us. Hats off to every one of them.
And we'll hear from the drivers who take this weekend, this race obviously very soon. The sons of some of the drivers, kids talking NASCAR. That's coming up on NASCAR on Fox on the pre-race show. That's it from Charlotte, where things are heating up. Let's go back to John Roberts.
Chris, thank you very much. Coming up, we reveal our picks to take home the title in NASCAR's longest race. Who will survive? Our thoughts coming up. Stick around.
And here to perform today's national.
What so proudly we
And Jeff Gordon, a pretty good guy to get some advice from at this racetrack. A 5-time winner here at the Monster Mile. Chase Elliott looking for his second career win.
3.5.
Out of turn 4. Chase Elliott's going to win at the Monster Mile.
Hell yeah, baby! Wrapping around the guy. That's what I was talking about. That's how you do a parlays right there.
You saw a smiling
I'm so proud of you.
Rick Hendrick, a smiling Jeff Gordon. It was an overtime win that locks him in to the third round of the playoffs. Now,
done so much for me, and wish my mom and dad were here. But man, it's been a hell of a day. Thank you guys. Y'all are badass. I love it.
The man in the white shirt, of course, Rick Hendrick. How about the redemption here at Dover? Last year, you thought you had this race won with a couple laps to go. A little redemption today?
Definitely makes it sweeter for sure. You don't appreciate it in those moments, but to come back here and have the day we had and move on to the next round, not have to worry about Talladega next week, man, it's a hell of a day, so thank you.
All right, his emoji on the side of the car, Rick, says dig. That's what this 9 team did all day long. They make their way to victory lane. And a hug for the man in the white shirt. That, of course, Mr. H, Mr. Rick Hendrick.
You just heard Jeff Gordon. How awesome that is to be here to watch that. And a big hug from Mr. H.
Hey, yeah, I hear you. That was so awesome to be there. Be here. Oh, yeah, great job, man. Come here. I'll be hot down. Glad you're here for this.
Had the success without the rough days, so yeah, lessons learned the hard way, but we'll move on.
Win number 2 of 2018 and very significant moving on in the playoffs.
Yeah, he referenced Hall of Famer Dad Bill, not here, or Cindy, Mom, but I'm sure that they're going to be celebrating with this win with him in a little bit.
You know, I think kind of going off of what Rick was saying with Chase, I mean, you think about how many second place finishes he's had, how close he's been, and I think the Watkins Glen, just getting that monkey off his back, just being able to get into victory lane, recognizing that, you know, all the ingredients that it takes to finally pull it off is such a huge relief as a driver. And now to be able to follow up that Watkins Glen win with a win here in the closing laps on a restart against, you know, a guy that had a little bit fresher tires, a guy you have some history with, I think that this only elevates up his game and that whole team's game of being capable of going and now closing the deal. It's tough when, you know, you've been so close and it doesn't quite work out, but all it takes is a couple of big events like this where you do close it to build that momentum and confidence to continue to go do that. So timing couldn't be better for Alan and Chase and this entire team.
So the final exam for new agents is called the Precision Obstacle Course. And the Precision Obstacle Course is a culmination of all of the events that they've seen throughout their tenure at TEVOC. TEVOC is the Tactical Emergency Vehicle Operations Center, and our goal here at TEVOC is to instill safe drivers and to save lives. That's the end goal, and that's what we hope to achieve when a student starts with us and ends with us. And so we take all of the courses that they've run, whether it's reverse precision driving, serpentine, turnarounds, and we put that all into one final exam. You know, law enforcement is a dangerous profession, and our end goal at TEVOC is to make every driver come through here a safer driver. And we're here to save lives, and we're here to ensure that all of our agents go home every single night. You know, a number of times they're going to find themselves in a surveillance situation where they're going to end up in an alley or end up down a one-way street, and they're going to have to get out of there. They're going to have to get back on the mark. They're going to have to get back into the game, and they're going to have to reverse drive out of that alley or out of that garage or wherever they got themselves into, and they're going to have to do it quickly and safely. And that's one of the many skills that we teach them here at TEVOC.